finally, but not least, Delegate John Merricks, who is a relative newcomer to the House, having been elected in 2008. He has 3 committee assignments: counties, cities, and town, health, welfare, and institutions, militia, police, and public safety. And Delegate Merricks worked in the field of banking for 25 years, starting as a teller and working his way up to executive vice president. And we hope that his banking experience gives him an appreciation of how laws and regulations affect the financial services sector, including credit unions. And we have counted 14,981 credit union constituents in Delegate Merricks' district.
Good evening to you all. It is a pleasure to be here with you tonight. And I might add that Danny's still a race car driver, and I've ridden with him up here several times. This audience doesn't get out of it, but I am a recovering banker, and I tell you that because I think my first experience with a credit union, and I remember this distinctly, was coming into the speaker's conference room in the GAD building, and it was moi, nobody else, and this sea of red scars, and it was great. It was great to see everybody, and I know several of you out there in the audience tonight, and I appreciate so much the work you do to help our community, and that's what it's all about, is helping. And if anybody needed help right now, we all do, and we're struggling. Competition's good for everyone. Me being a recovering bank, I understand that, and I understand rules, and I understand regulations, and I hope I can help you and hopefully keep, I say do no harm. That's what I try to do, is try to do no harm. It seems like we have all the regulations we need, and they want to keep putting more and more on us. What we want to try to do is do no harm. As Roscoe mentioned in Ward 2, we've had to make cuts on the state level. Fortunately for Virginia, we operate on a balanced budget. It'd be nice if the federal government tried that one time, but we do, and it hurts when you don't have the revenue. You have 2 choices: you either raise taxes or you cut expenses, and we know that in our businesses. And it's been painfully aware to me this year. My wife and I own 2 businesses. We're in the process. We're going to close one in the end of next week. We're closing one of our businesses, and it's tough. I'd rather bite nails than to do and make the decisions we've had to make. But if the economy and everything else is just that for the last 2 years, we pretty much paid our employees out of our pocket. And you can't keep doing that. And so these are tough decisions that we need to make. And as our board may have mentioned, the economists may think we get down to the bottom. I don't know, somebody, you read what the economists say. I'll tell you my story about the 2 economists that went out duck hunting. One economist stood up and shot and missed the duck 5 feet to the left. The other one stood up and shot and missed him 5 feet to the right. They threw their guns down and embraced one another and said, on the average, we got it. Well, that's the way economists think. And all I know is it's tough out there, and it's still tough. And we're seeing that every day, and we're trying our best to bring jobs to the area. But, we're doing the right things, and you all are doing the right things. You watch your past dues. I don't know how your past dues are, but you saw to watch those numbers. I'm going to tell you, behind every past due is a face of somebody who's struggling. And you're in a position, and I think more so than the big banks are, to go in and help people who are struggling.